Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. नष्टप्रायेषु अद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. By regular attendance in the classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troubles unto the heart is almost completely destroyed, and the loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, established as an irrevocable fact. Om Ajnanatirimandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. I was born in the darkness and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the dark light of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. So, Hare Krishna dear devotees, welcome to today's Bhagavatam class. So today I have been given the opportunity to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam, and I'm very fortunate. So I just want your blessings and permission to start today's discussion. So today we are doing the Canto 8, Chapter 8, and Chapter 17 and verse number 8. And today we are going to discuss about the prayers by Goddess Aditi to Lord Vishnu. So first we are doing the verses from 1 to 10, and then we will directly jump to verse number 8.
Did we finish the previous chapter?
I think because we missed one class on Sunday, we missed some verses. So they're starting from. We are following.
We will cover it. No, we will cover it little bit from there. I will do it.
We will cover it.
We will also read the translations.
Yes, you guys start.
Shukadev Goswami said, O king, after
Ritualistic ceremony known as Payovrata. Ritualistic ceremony known as Payovrata.
My dear king, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, dressed in yellow garments and wearing a conchal disc club and lotus in his four hands, then appeared before Aditi.
When the Supreme Personality of Godhead became visible to the Aditi's eyes, Aditi was so overwhelmed by transcendental bliss that she at once stood up and then fell to the ground like a rod to offer the Lord her respectful obeisances.
Text 6. Aditi stood silently with folded hands, unable to offer prayers to the Lord. Because of the transcendental bliss, tears filled her eyes, and the hairs on her body stood on end. Because she could see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, she felt ecstasy, and her body trembled.
O Maharaj Parikshit, the demi-goddess Aditi then began offering her prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a faltering voice with great love. She appeared as though drinking through her eyes the Supreme Lord, who is the husband of the Goddess of Fortune, the enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, and the master and lord of the entire universe.
the goddess Aditi said, O master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person, whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune, O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, supreme controller, shelter of all holy places. You are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune.
My Lord, you are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of this universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, you are always situated in your original form and never fall from that position. For your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
Text 10. O unlimited one, if your lordship is satisfied, one can easily obtain a lifetime as long as that of Lord Brahma, a body either in the upper, lower, or middle planetary systems. Unlimited material opulence, religion, economic development, and satisfaction of senses, full transcendental knowledge, and 8 yogic perfections. What to speak of such petty achievements as conquering one's rivals?
Chai. So we will reciting the verse number 8. श्री अदितिर उवाच यज्ञेशा यज्ञ पुरुषोत्या तीर्थपाद तीर्थ श्रवण मंगल नामधेय आपन्न लोक व्रजिनो पशमो दयाद्य सामनः कृदिशा भगवान असि दीननाथ
Can we use Brahma-samhita? It'll be easier to.
Yeah.
Oh, very well, very well. Shri Aditya Uvacha.
Shri Aditi Uvacha
Yagnesha Yagya Purusha Chuta Tirtha Pada.
Yagnesha Yagna Purushachyuta Tirtha Pada
Tirtha Swara Shravana Mangala Namadeya.
Tirtha Shravana Mangala Namadeya
Apanna Loka Vrijano Pashamodayatya.
Apanna Loka Vrajino Pashamodayatya
Shamna Kritisha Bhagavan Shidinanatha.
Samnaha Kritisha Bhagwan Asidinanatha
Yagnesha Yagya Purushatya Tirthapada.
Yagnesha Yagna Purushachyuta Tirtha Pada
Tirtha Shvara Shravana Mangala Namadeya.
Tirtha Shravana Mangala Namadeya
Apanna Loka Vijano Pashamudayadya.
Apanna Loka Vijno Pashamodayatya
Shamna Kridisha Bhagavan Asidinanath.
Samna Kritisha Bhagavan Asidinanatha
Shri Aditi Uvacha.
Shri Aditi Uvacha
Yagnesha Yagna Purusha Chuta Tirtha Pada.
Yagnesha Yagna Purushachyuta Tirtha Pada
Tirtha Sravana Mangala Namadeya.
Tirtha Shravana Mangala Namadeya
Apanna Loka Vrajano Pashamodayadya.
Apanna Loka Vrajino Pashamodayatya
Samna Kritisha Bhagavan Asidinanatha.
Samna Kritisha Bhagavan Asidinanatha
Shri Aditi Uvacha.
Shri Aditi Uvacha
Yagnesha Yag. Sorry, what do you mean?
Yagya.
Yagnesha Yagna Purusha Chuta Tirtha Pada.
Yagnesha Yagna Purushachyuta Tirtha Pada
Tirtha Shavana Mangala Namadeya.
Tirtha Shravana Mangala Namadeya
Apanaloka
Vijino Pashamamodayadya.
Abannaloka Vrijino Pashamodayadya. Andrish Prabhu.
Shamna Kridesh Bhagavan Deenatha.
Shamna Krishad Bhagavan Asi Dinanatha. Shri Aditi Ruvacha. Yagnesha Yagna Purusha Chyuta Tirtha Pada.
Shravana Mangala Namadeya.
Tirtha Shravana Mangala Namadeya. Apanna Loka Vrachino Pashamodayadya. Shamnaha Kritisha Bhagavan Asi Dinanatha. Synonyms all together, please. Shri Aditi Uvacha, the demigoddess Aditi said, Yagna Isha, O controller of sacrificial ceremonies. Yagna Purusha, the person who enjoys the benefits of all sacrifices. Achyuta, infallible. Tirthapada, at whose lotus feet stands all the luminaries of pilgrimage. Tirthashravaha, celebrated as the ultimate shelter of all saintly persons. Hearing about whom Mangala is auspicious, Namadeya, chant is auspicious, Apanna, surrender, Loka, of people, Rachina, dangerous material position, Upashama, diminishing, Udaya, who has appeared, Adya, personality of Godhead, Sham, auspiciousness, Na, Avar, Kriti, wisdom, performance. Isha, O Supreme Controller, Bhagwan, O Lord, see you are, Dinanatha, the only shelter of the downtrodden. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki. All together, please. The goddess Aditi said, O Master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person whose names when chanted spreads the all good fortune, O conditional Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. Who would like to read purport? Jai Prabhu.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of those who observe vows and austerities, and it is He who bestows benedictions upon them. He is worshipable for the devotee throughout the devotee's life, for He never breaks His promises. As He says in Bhagavad Gita 9.31, Kante apratijani. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. The Lord is addressed here as Achyuta, the infallible, because He takes care of His devotees. Anyone inimical to the devotees is certainly vanquished by the mercy of the Lord. The Lord is the source of the Ganges water, and therefore He is addressed here as Tirthapala, indicating that all the holy places are at His lotus feet, or that whatever He touches, His foot becomes a holy place. Bhagavad Gita, for example, begins with the words Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra. Because the Lord was present on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, it becomes at Dharmakshetra, a place of pilgrimage. Therefore, the Pandavas, who were extremely religious, were assured of victory. Any place where the Supreme Personality of Godhead displays His pastimes, such as Vrindavan or Dwarka, becomes a holy place. The chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
is pleasing to the ear, and it expands good fortune to the audience who hears it chanted. Owing to the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aditi was fully assured that the troublesome condition created for her by the demons would now be ended.
So the name of the chapter is the Supreme Lord agrees to become the son of Aditi. So as we know, last time we didn't do the whole thing. So I will give some context about that. Like who is first of all, who is Kashyap Muni and Aditi? So Kashyap Muni is a grandson of Brahma and a son of Marichi, who was the Saptarishis. And Aditi is his wife, and they both are Kashyap Muni is like has so many sons like Adityas, demigods, demons, Gandharvas, all that. And Aditi especially is the mother of all the demigods like Indra and everyone. So once upon a time, when Bali Maharaj was doing 100 sacrifice ceremonies, so the Indra was very frightened that if he becomes this, then all the three worlds will be in danger. So he thought like, where should I go? So Kashyap Muni asked Lord Brahma that what should we do to get Lord with us in this side so that we can do this. So he said that, okay, do a Payavrat ceremony and ask Aditi to that. So Aditi asked Kashyap Muni, what should I do? Then he gave the Payavrat ceremony. Payavrat ceremony means Payo means milk and Vrat means vow. So vow of drinking milk for 12 days. And it is specific, there is a specific period like it should be done in the month of Falgun. The Falgun is March and April. Like just like we observe Kartik month, Kartik, Maksar, Posh Maha, like these are the months. And in same way, like there is a Falgun month in which we have to do this vrata for like drinking milk for 12 days continuously and doing some religious practices and then worshipping Lord Vishnu. So Lord Goddess Aditi did that, and after doing that, Supreme Lord did came and in front of her and asked her that I will become your son. And who was that son? Vamandev, yes. So to know about more about like why, and I was also like got very like I have seen this before. Like this is not the first time like Lord Vishnu is coming in front of a mother and saying that I will become your son, and it comes in like four-hand form. So I was thinking like how it happened. So actually, three like in the first birth, Kashyap Muni and Aditi, they were Prishni and Sutapa. So they Brahma asked them to beget children and increase the population, but they were unable to do that. So they did tapasya, austerity for so many years. And Lord Krishna, he got very satisfied and he said that, okay, I will promise you that I will take birth from you, like for three births. I will take three births from you guys. So the first birth he took as Prishni Garva, who is known as the one who took birth from the womb of Prishni. Prishni is in the second birth she was Aditi, and in that and the third birth he was Devaki. So in the first you can say that this was Prishni Garva, who came as the one who gave the liberation to Dhruv Maharaj, and in the second one is the Vamandev. You can see this is Goddess Aditi and Kashyap Muni, and in the third birth he came as Devaki and Vasudev. So this is mentioned like Krishna gives like this context to every time he takes birth. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam also, when he came, when he came back as like the third birth, so every time just like I gave recap, he also gave recap to Devaki and Vasudev. Like, let's see, now I came, why I came as this. So he gives the whole explanation. So we can read this in from the 10th canto, 3rd chapter, and it's the 4 verses, and Krishna explains that why I showed this form and why I'm showing you to remind you something. Who would like to read it? This one.
Since I found no one else as highly elevated as human simplicity and other qualities of good character, I appeared in this world as Prishni Garva, or one who is celebrated as having taken birth from Prishni. In the
next millennium, I again appeared from the two of you who appeared as my mother, Aditi, and my father, Kashyapa. I was known as Upendra, and because of being a dwarf, I was also known as Vamana.
Anyone?
O supremely chaste mother, I, the same personality, have now appeared of you both as your son for the third time. Take my words as the truth.
Yes.
I have shown you this form of Vishnu just to remind you of my previous births. Otherwise, if I appeared like an ordinary human child, you would not believe that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, has indeed appeared.
Yes. Sadar Prabhu, can you show the screen from the video? It's not visible. No, I guess I got a text. That's why I'm asking. Just zoom it to the screen so that they can see. So this is mentioned that like Krishna, when he came as the in the third birth, so he reminded Devki and Vasudev that this is not the first time I'm coming here. This was before also, like when I came, it was Vaman Dev, who is known as Upendra, and before that he came as Vrishni Garbha, who gave liberation to Dhruv Maharaj. So in the today's verse, we will discuss like how after the Lord came in front of Aditi. So how Aditi did the prayers to every time, like whenever God appears in front of anyone, like even if it's a Brahma, Indra, Lord Vishnu, and all the demigods, they do the prayers. So in the prayer, in today's verse, we say that the goddess Aditi said, "O master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person." So we know that like all the yagnas are done for the for the enjoyment and satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. And in the Bhagavad Gita, there is a verse. If anyone knows that, Krishna says himself that do it as an offering to me. Everything you do it as an offering to me. Does anyone know? No. So it's a verse in Bhagavad Gita 9.27. Yet whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So in this picture, you can see that like this is a picture of Rajsuya Yagna. When and Rajsuya Yagna is known as king of all sacrifices. So when Maharaj Yudhishthira was going to perform Rajsuya Yagna, he asked in the whole assembly where Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, everyone was present, and he asked like, and there should be done a puja called Agra Puja. It's called like the topmost worship. So everyone asked like, whom should we worship here? So everyone decided that Lord Krishna is the only person in the whole universe, in the entire universe, that who should be worshipped. So in this worship, Rasuya Yagna, Lord Krishna was worshipped, and as the Agra Puja. And after that, in this verse also, it is mentioned that in the purport that Lord Goddess Aditi, she did Sarva Yagna, which means Sarva Yagna means all the sacrifice done for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu, right? So Sarva Yagna means like she did all the yagnas by serving Lord Vishnu. And in this age of Kali, we are mentioned to do one yagna, which is Harinam Sankirtan, right? So that yagna is also done for the Lord satisfaction of Lord Krishna. So in that way, now in the second line, it is mentioned that whose name when chanted spreads all good fortune. So there are so many benefits, like we read in the also like in the morning also, like 12 benefits of chanting. There are so many benefits. So I will be asking some questions in that way. So I will give you like hint based questions, and you have to decide that who is this personality. So first question is, this personality, when he was going to appear, he changed the inauspicious situation into auspiciousness, and everyone was present that was chanting the names of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone else? Yes. So when Lord Chaitanya appeared, he changed the whole inauspicious situation into auspicious situation. So we can read this all together. I think, and if anyone is able to read, we can read together, please. So the Lord, who is the shelter of all universes, remained in the womb of Sachi Devi until the Falguni Purnima gradually approached. Who has the power to understand the activities of the Lord? By his desire, Rahu covered the moon. When the inhabitants of Navadvip saw the eclipse, they began to chant the auspicious name of Hari. As the lunar eclipse took place that evening, everyone engaged in chanting the holy names of Hari and bathing in the Ganges, as though unknowingly celebrating the appearance of the Lord. All one could hear was Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Thus the name of Lord Hari was heard throughout the entire universe. All the devotees said, from the great heaven, it feels like Krishna has appeared today. At that very moment, the life of all living entities, Sri Chachinandan, made his appearance. Lord, because that motion of Cupids. He laughs upon hearing his newly names chanted. The demigods showered flowers in all directions and played kettle drums as they chanted Jai Jai. The people of Nadia ran in all directions while loudly chanting Hari Hari. The demigods and the human beings mixed together and the whole Navdeep was filled with ecstasy. So like the Falgun Purima, it's coming on next Thursday. So in that day, like it's the name like Falgun is the month and the Purnima is full moon day. So actually at the full moon day, we are expecting like the whole full moon. But by the potency of Lord Krishna, the Poonam changed into a eclipse. So Rahu came and covered the whole moon. So everyone in the Navadvip Dham, they were scared and it was very inauspicious sign like on the whole moon day how can there be eclipse. So they started chanting the names of Lord Hari, and when they were chanting they got into so much ecstasy that they forgot that it is an inauspicious situation. They started like it's a celebration, and devotees who was watching there, they thought like it's so much beautiful that it feels like Krishna appeared today. And seeing this Lord Chaitanya smiling, he just appeared on that day. And at the very moment, like all the demigods came and flowered, everything, all direction, they were in ecstasy. So this was one of the pastime where it is mentioned that chanting of the name can change the inauspicious situation into auspicious situations. So now the next question is, this personality chanted the name and at the time of death and got the liberation even he was going to hell, and he chanted the name Narayan Narayan.
He got the second chance. He did not get liberation.
So yeah, so the answer is Ajamil. Like he was going to hell, but Yamdutas were banned at the time of death. He came and they were going, okay, chalo, we are taking you to the hell. But yeah, well, Vishnudutas came there and they protected him because he was chanting Narayan Narayan. So second question is, now it will go little high. First is always easy. So second is, in this situation, the personality was saved from dishonor, and this personality chanted, Hey Krishna, Hey Govinda. Yes. So when in the assembly of great generals, when the gambling was going on between Pandavas and Kauravas, Draupadi was forced to strip naked in front of all the generals, and she asked like Dronacharya, Bhishma, everyone that please save me, please protect me. Even the Pandavas, they couldn't do anything, and then she surrendered to Krishna and she just chanted, Hey Krishna, Hey Govinda. Now in this, now the third question is, this personality chanted the name when he was going to die, and he chanted Om Namo Bhagavate, and he started the prayer Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Prediction.
No.
Gajendra.
Vishnu
Gajendra.
Yes. So if you have read the third chapter, when Gajendra started praying at the time of like when he was in the when he was caught by a crocodile in the river, and then he saw that like his she elephants, his family, his friends, they cannot rescue him. So he surrendered to Krishna and he just started his prayer from the very first verse of our Bhagavatam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and he started the whole Gajendra Stotra. So in this situation, we can say that by chanting the names of Krishna, we can be saved from the like hellish conditions from of life. Second is we can save from dishonor. Third, we can save from at the time of death. So these are the three situations. So then the fourth the fourth question is, this personality was not even chanting the whole name. He was just chanting the syllables of the name of Krishna and getting the relishment and was in ecstasy. This is very easy.
Can you repeat the question again?
So this personality just chanted the syllables of the names of Krishna and was relishing it. No, just the syllables.
What is syllable?
That happens.
Syllable means just letters.
Can you say
Like Hari, he was chanting like her. It is not the Hari, but he chanted the name. Any guesses?
Hunter, yeah.
No, not Hunter.
Can you give more hints?
He was No, I'm just saying that he was relishing and he was in ecstasy. Now this is more than enough.
More hint, more hint.
Okay, chalo, hint over now.
Remind me.
Yes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in front of Lord Jagannath in the Rath Yatra, it is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Sarvange prasveda chute tate rako gama jajagaga jajagaga gadgada vachana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body flowed with perspiration and at the same time oozed blood. He made the sound jajagaga in a voice choked with ecstasy. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in front of in the Rath Yatra and in front of Lord Jagannath, he was so in ecstasy that he was not able to chant the full name. He was just chanting the syllables, but still he was relishing and was in ecstasy. Like it is mentioned, like today only we read the Sikshashtakam verse number 1. It is mentioned that Prati Padam Purna Amrita Swadanam. Prati Padam Purna Amrita means every step there is full nectar. Prati means every, Padam means step, Purna means complete, and Amrita means nectar. So in every step there is full nectar. How? So like just like chanting even the syllables, you can get the full nectar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that even if you just chant the syllables of Lord Krishna, names of the Lord Krishna, you can get the relishment, you can get the nectar. So the next line is, O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places. So it is mentioned that Krishna is known as the shelter of all holy places. And in the purport, it is mentioned that whenever it is mentioned in the first verse also that Tirtha Pada, Krishna, like whenever Krishna puts his step, it becomes a dham, it becomes a holy place. Like Prabhupada mentioned that like any place where Krishna displays his pastures such as Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwarka, even Jagannath Puri also is known as a dham because Lord Jagannath is also a Krishna. And whenever you go, like if you see the Govardhan also like Krishna put his steps, so it's also a holy place. Ganga is Navadvip, Mayapur, Ganga, Yamuna, everywhere. Why is it known as holy place? Because Krishna was there. And by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON Toronto is also known as New Ramuna Dham because Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath is here, like that. Yeah. So whenever Krishna is there, it's a holy place. So there are so many pastimes in it is mentioned in the purport like battlefield of Kurukshetra also. The very first for Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra. So Dharma Kshetra means holy place. And why is it a holy place? Because Krishna was also there. Like Dharma Kshetra means it's a place of like holy place. So it's a pilgrimage. That's why. So in the same way, it is mentioned that Krishna is the shelter of all holy places. So there are so many pastimes. We will not go in all there are so many pastimes, but we'll go specific in the Vrindavan pastimes. So can anyone tell like how when was the pastime that Krishna protected some areas or some parts of Vrindavan or some people of Vrindavan? Yes. Yes. Anyone else? Like
Yamuna.
One is
Yamuna from by doing
Yes.
Agastya.
There were there was he saved from demons, right? But I'm saying that he also protected the
That donkey demon.
donkey demon.
The fire.
Yes. Yeah. So it was done by Pralambasur. He's known as Pralambasur. Yes. So first time is the Kalia one. So we say in the Yashomadhi Nanda the Kalya Damana Vidhana because Lord Krishna, wonderful, powerful dancing, trampled and broke all of Kalya's 1,000 hoods. And the serpent finally recognized Sri Krishna to be the eternal personality of Godhead. After Krishna asked Kalya to leave, the very moment Kalya left, the Yamuna was immediately restored to her original condition, free from poison and full of nectarian water. This happened by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was manifesting a human-like form to enjoy his pastimes. So Kalia, he came to Yamuna in once, and he polluted whole Yamuna, and all the gopas and cows, they were doing swimming with Krishna, and they were unconscious that time. So Krishna went upstairs and he did the dance on the serpent, and he asked the when Kalia got to know that no, this is not a small boy, he's a Krishna, is the a god, supreme personality of Godhead. So he surrendered to him, and he was asked to not come back in the Yamuna, because Yamuna is a holy place and it's my place. So get not leave it this place, and Krishna changed it into free from poison to a full nectarian water. So today it's a holy place now. And second pastime was like Vrindavan caught like fire twice. Once after Krishna defeated Kalia, and other time while he and the cowherd boys were in the forest. In both instances, Krishna miraculously swallowed the entire fire, protecting the Vrajvasis, animals, and the sacred land of Vrindavan. So in this pastime, like just Kalia left, then Pralambasur came. Like comes was ready that one demon gone, second demon, this gone, okay, third. So this way Pralambasur came. So Pralambasur, he did the forest fire in whole Vrindavan, and all the Gopas and Krishna, everyone was there, and they were with their cows and playing. But when they saw the fire, so all the Gopas said, Krishna, we are so scared, please do something. So Krishna said, okay, close your eyes. So everyone closed their eyes, and Krishna just swallowed all the fire. And the next time there was a Danav Agni, means like demon of fire. He also came and he did the same thing. And at the same time, Krishna also took charge of it and saved the Vrindavan. So these are the two pastimes, and the third is the everyone is aware of this pastime is the Govardhan Leela. So when Brajvasis, they were worshipping Lord Indra. So instead of though Krishna said no, you should not worship Lord Indra because it is duty to give rain. So what instead of that, worship Govardhan Hill because it gives us the grass, wood, everything, water, fruits. Is the main thing we are getting everything. So Krishna asked to worship Govardhan Hill, and then when he was doing that, Indra was became very ferocious, and he asked everyone that go like his associates that go and flood the whole Vrindavan. But Krishna, he just took the whole Govardhan in his little finger and took charge of it. And he saved the whole Vrindavan, the Brajvasis, animals, and the whole land by the help of Govardhan Hill. So, anyone like to read this one?
Lord Krishna, who is Vishnu himself, picked up Govardhan Hill with one hand and held it aloft just as easily as a child holds up a mushroom to save cows and other animals. Shivering from excessive rain and wind, the cowherd men and ladies, pained by the cold, who all approached Lord Govinda for shelter.
So, by this pastimes, we can say that now that Krishna is known as the shelter of all holy places because if Krishna was not there, like the river Yamuna, like holy land of Vrindavan, Mathura, Dwarka, all the holy places, they were not anymore. But it was by the mercy of Lord Krishna that even today we can see the Govardhan Hill, we can see river Yamuna and Dwarka, Mathura, all the holy places. So now in the next line it is mentioned that you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. So Krishna, it is mentioned by Goddess Aditi that Krishna appears to diminish the suffering of poor and protects his devotees. So does anyone know the verse of the Bhagavad Gita? This is the most famous verse according to me. Yes. Anyone else?
Can you repeat that?
So this in this verse it is mentioned that you have appeared to diminish their suffering. So there is a one verse that Krishna says that I personally descend millennium after millennium to complete the sufferings. Yes. So all together, please. So it's a 4.7 and 8. So it's combined. I did the combined thing so that we can read it together. So all together. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthana madharmasya adharmanam sadamya paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkratam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge Who would like to read?
Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself, to deliver the pious and to enculate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium.
Yes, so he himself says that to diminish the all the demons and miscreants and to annihilate and to re-establish the principle of religion, Krishna comes millennium after millennium. So in this like eighth canto, we are mentioning so many pastimes that right now we are doing the Lord Vaman Dev. In the Vaman Dev also comes to this like the, change the pourings and the you have appeared to diminish their pourings because you are the shelter of all poor. Like she's considered so is she humility that Krishna is coming and we are so much blessed that she is coming in his form as Vaman Dev to protect us. So in like in the if you see like we discussed the chanting of the holy name, we got brings all good fortune. Second, we did the how chanting protects the all the from the all calamities like dishonor, death, from hellish conditions. And third one was that he personally comes as the shelter of all holy places, that how he protects everyone. So in all the past time, there was so many common things, but it was mentioned like 3-4 times that who spreads all good fortune, and it is said that please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. That 3-4 times, Goddess Aditi is mentioning that he spreads all good fortune. So I heard it from Prabhupada Priya Mataji that there were so many signs of victory of Arjuna. If we have discussed in the Bhakti Shastri also, that one of the reason was that Krishna, Arjun used to call him as Madhava. So the meaning of Madhava is Ma means Goddess Lakshmi and Dhava means husband. So husband of Goddess Lakshmi. So he is the husband of Goddess Lakshmi, who is known as the goddess of fortune. And whenever Krishna is there, his wife is always there. So Krishna brings all the good fortune. So it is one of the sign that Pandavas are going to win because Krishna was present there as Madhava. So would I read this one? Anyone new? Yes.
In Bhagavad Gita, one of the signs of the Pandavas' victory was that Krishna was on their side. He was addressed as Madhava, which Srila Prabhupada explains in his purport as the husband of the goddess of fortune, signifying that wherever Krishna is present, there can be no misfortune, only victory and prosperity.
Jai. So this means that like there are so many meanings of Madhava. Madhava also means one from the Madhu dynasty, like Yadu dynasty. Madhava means also known as the nectar of honey. This Madhu. Madhu means yeah, it's a nectar. So there are so many names, but the one of the main meaning of the Madhava is as that is the husband of goddess of fortune, and whenever is there, that is fortune. So Krishna brings all the good fortune, and he's also like he doesn't need anyone, but still it is mentioned like Arjun used to mention him as Madhava. Like if you have seen all the conversation between Krishna and Arjun, they used to didn't call him as Krishna and Arjun. They used to call like, oh son of Kunti, oh Parth, oh Madhava, like that. So it was the like their friendship, but in the same time like so many things like Krishna was mentioned here as that you are the most famous person whose name and chant spreads all good fortune. O Supreme Personality of God, Supreme Controller, O shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have spread appear to diminish their suffering. So Aditi is saying that please be kind to us and spread our good fortune, just like how we did in all the past times. So in this so after reading this whole thing, we can say that there are so many lessons, but one of the lesson is that okay, we can do this lesson in a different way. We will do one activity. So this activity will be done in like just like it won't take too much time. So okay. So to learn this lesson, I will give one activity. So everyone raise your hands. Higher. Still full higher. Okay. So now put it down. So if you have noticed that in the I said to raise your hands 3 times. First time, not everyone did. Some people did. Like Nityananda Prabhu, everyone. I saw some hands were there, like fully highest. In the second time, most of the people did. and the third time everyone did. So what is this meaning? That if you surrender in the first time, that why can't we, like there are like I'd say three times, right? So three, if you say that three times, then it makes a good thing. Like it makes a point. Yeah, he said three times, so yeah, we have to do it. Like used, our mother also say like, "Chalo, wake up." Then we say, "Okay, no, no." Second time she says, "Wake up." Yeah, okay. She's getting serious now. But third time when she says, "Wake up," that we have to get up now, no matter what. So it's the same way that if we want to surrender, we have to surrender in the first time. It's not like we can get a chance like second time, third time. Like if you see like Draupadi, Gajendra, everyone, they surrender in the first time. And how we can surrender? It is mentioned that everyone was praying, he was chanting the names, like everyone, like how Draupadi did, he was surrendered to Krishna, and by surrendering, he started chanting, "Hey Krishna, hey Govinda." Then Ajamil was accidentally chanting, but he was also chanting like Narayan, Narayan. And the third was Gajendra. Gajendra also started chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, and then he started the whole prayer because he knew that only surrender is the thing that he can do right now. Otherwise, there is no one who can protect him. And the fourth one was the Navdit Dham, when it was inauspicious situation, everyone started chanting Hari Bol, Hari Hari, and then it was the main thing. Like they did that, and after that, the situation was turned into auspicious, and they didn't even know that God is going to appear, and this is the whole lila of him. So this was the thing. So unless we surrender to the chanting of the name, we can't be able to surrender to Krishna. So it's the same thing. Like when we go, like whenever we go, like it's said that chanting is the one of the main thing we can do. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also mentions that if you want to do the night process of devotional service, you should start from chanting, because chanting is the one thing we can do in all the thing. When you're doing Shravanam, we can chant. When you're doing Kirtanam, we can chant. When we are doing devotional service, we can chant. When we are doing Vandanam, we can chant. We are doing Atma Nivedam, we can chant. We can doing deity worship, that also we can chant. So it is mentioned that chanting is the one of the main thing. And to prove this point, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he also said this thing three times. Hare in the Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam. Kalau nasteva gatiranyata. In this age of Kali, there is no other means, no other means, no other means for self-realization than chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name, chanting the holy name of Lord Hari. So in the same way, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to prove this point that only in this age of Kali, by chanting the name of Hari, there is no other means. And he has to say this thing three times to prove his point. So this was the lesson of the day, like in the whole discussion, that by chanting we can surrender to Krishna, and it's the main and the very first thing that we can do. And I won't do this thing, like we just have like 2 minutes left, so we can take some questions if we have, and if you find anything good, is mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna and all the Gurujanas, and if you find you something bad, I'm sorry. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. Class was just amazing. I don't have a question, I have a reflection. So you shared that this place is also called Yamuna Dham. Does anyone know? Only few of these temples are called Dham. Why is that reason? Why is it called Dham? Yes. So because Srila Prabhupada came here, and there's a verse I was reading a few days back in Bhagavatam, chapter 13, in which Yudhishthira, when Vidura, he left the palace, right, when the battle was going to take place, because he was insulted by Duryodhana. And then after the battle, he got to know that everything was finished, there was no one left. Then he came back for Dhritarashtra. And then Maharaj Yudhishthira is glorifying him, and he's telling him that you are the walking place of pilgrimage. So it is said that in Godford, it is said that wherever a pure devotee walks, he puts his step, it becomes a place of pilgrimage. So that's why Srila Prabhupada, wherever he walked, whichever temple he visited, they are called dhams. So that is the reason why we have this new Yamuna Dham, and we are very fortunate to have it.
And it is also mentioned that like this is not like holy place is not holy because the saintly person he goes there and he makes that holy place more holy. It was mentioned in one of the verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Like it's the saintly person who goes there and makes the place holy.
I have a reflection too.
Yes.
Two reflections actually. So it is said like on an very auspicious place, like Lord takes place, like Vrindavan and Yamuna and everything. There's so many things, right? Forest and stuff. But Lord Nityananda was like, I'm going to take birth like far away in a village where there is nothing auspicious. And he took birth in Ekachakra Dham, like there is nothing over there. But by taking birth there, like he proved it, like by taking birth anywhere, I can make the place auspicious. So that's the one reflection. And another reflection was like you said, like Lord protects his holy places, right? So there is one small book on Lord Nrsimhadev of Mayapur, and in that, like there are many incidences and everything, like how Nrsimhadev protected several times. And from there, I remember like that it once came thug at night to to loot something, and they saw the Nrsimhadev deities, and they got so frightened that they ran away. And there was also a flood in Mayapur, like that was like very devastating, but somehow still like Mayapur is still standing. So many things. So that was two things. Thank you.
Thank you. चलो थैंक यू प्रभुज हरे कृष्णा ग्रंथा श्रीमद् भागवतम की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की